Hi everyone. It has been a tough week, energetically speaking. I wonder if you all have felt that as well. I really thought that I'd do a reading to motivate everybody, and I need the energy myself. So you have four options that will serve as the main option, the images, and you also have four cards here. This one says, I've always enjoyed enjoying things. This one says, my real name is change. This one says, the infinite ocean of ideas we are all allowed to swim in. And this one says, no decisions, just grooving. You will also get colors associated with all the different groups. These different groups will be about chasing your dream, why you shouldn't stop, why you should continue to go after your vision, and why you shouldn't allow the overwhelming energies to get to you. Don't overstimulate your intuition. Choose what calls to your gut immediately, naturally. And with that, I will see you at your reading. Hi, group number one. How are we hanging on? I hope that you all are doing well. It is a tough time. There are a lot of chaotic, confusing energies. There's a lot of hesitation as to what to do next. There's a lot going on. I hope you all are believing in yourself, believing in your dream. This is what this reading is going to be about. And don't mind my accents, they just keep changing. So I'm just going to do some marble. I've got my traditional basket today. Okay, so your voice is haywire. It's like you're shouting, I want my truth out. I want people to know my truth, recognize what I have to say, recognize my part of the universe and what's going on within my body and around me in my surroundings. It's actually very hyper because it's not been heard. What you want to say, it's not been heard in such a long time that it's going angry with the frustration. And I totally understand, completely understand. There's also like a little bit of a divide between you and divinity. You could be going through what I like to call the gray night of the soul. It's like it's a period of confusion. You don't talk to your guides as much because you just don't have the courage to believe in the invisible things. It's just like the 3D money, finances, success, failure, all of that is just at your throat. And there's that divide there, which I can see already affecting you very much. But it's a good thing now because you're finding more and more avenues in which your true identity, your true expression, your true creativity can shine through. You don't have to compromise even a little bit upon that. And I think that's what this reading will be about as well, for especially this group, where it will be all about not compromising how you present yourself, what you have to say, what you want to tell people, your vision, not compromising on it. Because for this group, I get very strongly that even if it is 30 people who understand what you're all about, it's better than having, like 25,000 people. I don't know why they gave me the number 25,000, but yes, having 30 people is better than having 25,000 people who believe in some sort of a fake you instead of a real you. As a bit of a little baby shaman myself, I will be taking this reading with the help of the ancestors. My ancestors are basically the strongest backing I have, if I can put it that way. But I like to take first, with the help of the ancestors themselves, the ancestors of group number one, I'd like to take another oracle card before I start explaining the specific energy that I felt with this group right here. Sorry, with this card right here. I just felt like a group of people who are a soul family collectively going through very painful things. I feel like you have been isolated from each other, from reaching each other. It would be, anyway, I'll just talk about this in a bit. Okay, I saw this running out. Let's see what this card says. It says, World Maker is only job in the final future. It's so amazing. It's like, you've got this strong energy that I like to call the creator frequency, like the Brahma frequency. Aham Brahmasmi, I don't know if you've heard of that particular phrase. It says that I am the universe, and you've got that frequency about yourself where you are the creator of your reality and you like to create things. You like to invite people into your world and let them see the beautiful, I would like to say, decoration, fancy carnivals, fancy ways of living, eating, having fun. You like to introduce them to your world and let them see a glimpse of you, and then you let them take a little bit of a lesson from your life that they can use in their own lives. It's like you teach them how to see the actual depth of colors, is what your ancestors are saying. Like, they're literally showing it to me that when you are around, red is more vibrant, yellow is more vibrant. And that's exactly what I got here. That when you're around, there's such an expansion in the amount of activity of people. It's like people feel more active around you. Even if you don't realize that, that's one of your biggest qualities. It's very important for you to not stop, to chase your vision, because you are going to be the most important person that many people will meet in their life. It's like you're going to meet somebody and you're going to be the motivator, the advice that they've been looking for forever. It feels like somebody is looking for something since centuries, and finally they find you, and you give them a glimpse of how to live life your way, and they can never go back. They learn so much from it, and that is why you cannot stop. That is why you have to go chase your vision. You have to let people see you shining in all your colors. This group is very, very colorful, like all the colors of the spectrum. I'm going to take, and more. I just heard your ancestors say all the colors of the spectrum and more. I'm going to take another oracle card. I'm going to take one from, this is the Celtic Healing Oracle. If any of you are interested in knowing the names of the decks, please let me know. We have 51. Yeah, we have 51 bards. This is again a card of the storyteller. And I tell you what, as somebody who grew up in this kind of like a clan culture where messages as well as stories and lessons are passed down through stories, through singing ballads, like songs and stories. That's how we learn about our history. A lot of this history is actually based on imaginative capacity of the people who are writing the song and singing the song. And every bard or every singer always makes a little bit of a change to the music or to the lyric according to the audience. And that's exactly the power that you have, that you do present reality, but you present reality to people in a way which is more digestible to them, which is more beneficial to them. It's almost like God, deities, your ancestors give you this power, this right to manipulate the thread of reality, because when you do that, it helps people, and not everybody is given this power, which is why you cannot stop. Because even like I said in the beginning, it might just be 30 people you're impacting, and it might just feel like, oh, it's just 30 people, but it's a huge effing deal. I feel like some of you are going to be pissed because like my cards are almost always a little tilted. I'm going to take another one of these. And I feel like some of you already have like extremely strong ancestors who worked in this manner, who worked as what we call light workers today, like they were proper shamans. We have Sacred King, the Oath, with number 14. I kind of feel that number 4 and 5 are very important for you. We've got loads of repetitions. We've got 4, 5 here. We've got 4 here and 5 here. And we've got 4 here. We do have a triple 4. So that might be very important to you. And this is also like the energy around Jesus Christ, by the way. All my Jesus Christ lovers, hi there, I'm a fan. Right, so there's also another thing, that whether you are a man or a woman or between or beyond, we all are creatures who have made an oath towards the earth that we will create a kingdom upon this earth where every living being, every living creature, and this includes the invisible ones, will live in harmony and extreme joy. The Sacred King is not about a king, a queen. It's about a spirit, a soul that has the courage to move mountains in order to bring justice, in order to bring righteousness, in order to bring truth. Who can move mountains to anchor that light. It doesn't have to be a man or woman. It can literally be an ant. It can literally be a flower doing this job. And nature spirits do this job, they do bring in a lot of light. The rose spirit is so, it helps transmute energies. In deserts, the cacti and the flowers, they transmute energy. So when we see the Sacred King, it's not really about feeling like a king, an emperor, or having a scepter or a throne to sit on. It's about knowing that you have the power of a king. Others don't have to recognize it, but it is you who has to see that within yourself. And that power comes from the sacred oath that you've made upon the earth, because when we come upon the earth, we make the sacred oath. Everybody does, trust me. I have seen this in souls, in spirits. Everybody makes this oath to the earth that we shall bring something higher onto you. Of course, in the middle of this, there are darker energies that somehow, trick almost the energetic imprint and come upon the earth to kind of what do I say? It's to manipulate us. It's to give us these detours. But eventually, they also have an oath upon the earth where they cannot bend the rules of the earth too much. They still play by the rules of the earth. And trust me, this is coming in very strongly for this group as well. Like, if you are somebody who works for the earth, plants, animals, the land, soil, the water, the air, if you care about these things, if you care about your fellow human beings, if you are living by the highest rules of the earth, no dark entity, no darkness can get to you. I promise you. Mother Earth is so sovereign and so powerful, and many of us don't realize that. Often we'd have to take like a shamanic journey, and then we kind of understand how powerful Earth is. And I wanted to share a personal experience of my own, like an experience that I had when I was in a bit of a trance-like state. And it's just the spirit of the forest. It climbs on your back, right, to show you how powerful it is. And it was doing that. And I requested the spirit to not take over my body. And it listened, but it told me that you just felt only it said 1% or 2% of my power. That's what the forest spirit said. And this is just one single forest spirit. So when we talk about energies like Ma Kali, Lord Shiva, these energies, they can change things like this. If you're anchored into these energies, nothing can get to you. I just wanted to tell you that. And this is another reason why you shouldn't stop, because you've got strong energies backing you up. Trust me, whoever has chosen to click on this video has come so far as to choose a card and watch the reading. This isn't a coincidence. I don't believe in coincidences. I believe in sacred alignment, and that's always happening because that's the energy I stay in. And you are an aligned individual as well, and you are backed up and you are protected. This is why you cannot stop right now, because you've made an oath to yourself, to your vision, to your dream, to Mother Earth, that you will bring your vision into fruition upon this planet in your lifetime. And you're protected, and whatever you need, whether it's finances, it's medical support, it's food, it's friendship, it's love, whatever you need, it will be provided, because you are somebody on a mission. And Mother Earth honors that, respects that, because she herself is a beautiful warrior queen on a mission herself, right? Oh, wow, that was such a powerful message. I am so happy for this group. Oh my God, I can get so what's the word for it? I don't know. I'll have to look online. I've forgotten the word. What is it? Anyway, forget it. Let me take some tarot. Oh, we got 2 cards for you. I'm excited. Ooh, wow, we have Temperance. Guess what the number for Temperance is? It's 14, everyone. It's 14. So again, we've got a 1-4 repetition. We've got Jesus Christ energy. We've got the energy of Mary, Madeline, Maudlin. We also have the Wheel of Fortune. I really don't remember. I think it's number, but I'm trying to align the cards the best I can. But if I fail, do forgive me. Anyway, so with Temperance and the Wheel of Fortune, I feel your ancestors really coming through and saying that the more that you choose to abide by your values, these are like your values that not your parents taught you, not your immediate surrounding taught you, but the values that you chose for yourself, that you learned over time, are indispensable. Truth, honesty, whatever it is, it'll be different values for different people. And that's exactly how it should be, is another thing that Spirit is saying, that for different people, there's at least 4 different sets of values. They're giving me the number 4, which is very important for this group. So maybe the 4th as a number, as a date, is also important, but I don't do predictions that much. Anyway, so different sets of values that are important to you. For some, honesty is more important. For others, love is more important. For others, discipline is more important. And that's exactly how it should be. Do not compare your set of values with somebody else's set of values. That's definitely the message that I'm getting with the Temperance and Wheel of Fortune, because all of you are going to get your reward according to how much you're able to stick to what you have chosen as the value for yourself, what you feed. Different people will feed compassion, kindness, discipline, like I said, punctuality, obedience, respect, whatever it is. You will feed that as a part of your sacred oath, and you will get rewarded accordingly, right? So that's the first thing that I get. I'm going to continue taking cards for you. And while I'm doing this, thank you so much for being here on the channel. To anybody who's new, I am Janaka. I'm a medium, a psychic. I do all kinds of crazy stuff. I'm a pagan. Right, okay. Just filling in the gaps here. I did see another card actually that was like hopping out. Didn't take it, but everything's aligned. That's what we believe in. We've got the Chariot, number 7. I've often seen that number 4, number 7, these numbers will like come together. I've always seen that because it's the number of the North Node, the South Node. And we have the Page of Cups. This is like the coolest message ever, because this spread right here, they're like, your ancestors are like, go crazy, go mad, show them what you're all about, like show your colors. Like I literally see, this is what I see. Okay, this is so interesting. I'll have to take this card, and which kind of messes up the whole alignment thing, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so have a look at this. This is going to change my my colors as well, but it's okay. I kind of see that this is actually you. This is your soul. They're literally saying that this is your soul. You're not like human skin color, whatever the color of your skin. You're like no shade of brown at all. You're like friggin' rainbow. And they're saying that show them this is who you are. Why are you hiding this from them? And I don't know who these them are. I think it starts first with your immediate family members, but for some of you, it literally starts with fairies, okay? Hold on, because this is the kind of stuff that I channel. It's like the fairies and the spirit beings around you are like looking at you, and they're going that we can see that group number 1 is a fairy. We can see that they themselves are a supernatural being. Why are they acting like a human? So you've got to act crazy, at least in your solitude, so that like the invisible spirits around you know that you're still in touch with the amazing, miraculous spirit that you are. Because spirit first, body second. That might be the thing which you have to work with for now. It always changes. Body first, spirit second. It happens while we're on in like the 3D. In 3D, we work with this duality, physicality, spirit, which comes first, which comes second. We have to keep switching that up. But for now, it's spirit first, your characteristics, your personality first, and then the whole being socially presentable, that's second. That's what I get for the Page of Cups as well. Because it's like, this is a parrot, and it's like a teacup. On top of that, there's a fish, okay? And this is like, when I actually read the description for this Page of Cups, because when I looked at this card, I wasn't really able to understand, because the parrot looked like so awkward. And that was the whole point of this. Like, this page, this person is an oddball. They won't fit into the world because they've been seen as an oddball. But they themselves feel really fulfilled within themselves. It's only when others point out that they are different or weird or not so regular that they start looking at themselves and going, yeah, I am a little weird. And that was the whole point. You came into this world to like friggin' stand out, to, I don't know, man, how do I say this? It's kind of very simple. You came into this world to not be like others, to not have colors like them, to not have clothes like them, to not have taste like them, so that you could tell and show others that it's okay to take a break from the trends, from what's going on in the collective, quote unquote, to completely embrace the individuality of existence. That's who you are. And this is why you cannot stop, because with the Chariot here, when you embrace this role for yourself, you're going to go at it with full force. Nothing's going to be able to stop you. People are going to recognize what you're all about, what you have to share, and you're going to get a lot of respect, which maybe other people will find it difficult to get if they were to take on a similar role, And there's so much that other people will learn from you in terms of personal freedom and liberation and being honest to the personality that they have, you know, the truth within themselves. Ooh, and we've got the Queen of Wands, one of my favorite cards, because this queen wears a suit. This queen is literally, she's like a tiger, and she's got like the tigress, and she's got the eagle's wings at the same time. And the cat is the cutest cat, I swear. Okay, so you might just be like a cat person. And we also have the Five of Wands. Five, the number 5 repeating itself again. And the queen herself is the 13th card, which is number 4. There's something up with the number 4, number 5 going on there. When I vibe out with these things, the first thing that I want you to know is it has been difficult for you. Although I am making all these inspirational sentences because, you know, it's my intention to motivate you, to make you feel better. Yeah, like that's one thing. But it has been difficult. It has been painful for you to chase your purpose, to go after what you desire, what you dream, because of these rapid changes happening in the world. People are really consuming a lot of content and creating a lot of content at the same time, consuming a lot of products and creating a lot of different products at the same time. There's just so much of haphazard creation, and you might look at it and feel like, where do I fit in within all this? Like, how do I get recognized for what I have to offer? Because everybody's offering something. And I just want to tell you that, hold on, stay true to yourself. Don't change yourself for the trends, for the popularity, for the, I don't know, whatever the big thing is out there right now. Don't change yourself for that, because that big thing is soon going to be a vapor that's disappeared into the thin air. That's what it's going to be very soon. But what's not going to fade away is your truth, your true personality. You are like a rock, you know, in your choices, in your vision. You are like a rock, and you are standing your ground, and that's going to be the thing which it stands the test of time. And that's going to be very honorable, and people are going to look at you with prestige and honor and choose you and see that you've not deviated from your purpose. And that in itself is the biggest, I don't know, marketing that you'll ever need. So that is the message that I have for you, group number 1. I really hope that this message was able to help you out. If it was, I'd appreciate it if you could like the video and comment your experience. That's how you can help my channel. Also, I kind of rely on comments to, you know, connect with all of you. If you're new, consider subscribing, because that way I can connect with your energy more and get in more messages. And even if you cannot do any of that, I love you so much. I'm so grateful that you're here. I wish you the best for the future, and I hope that we connect very soon. Until then, namaste and take care. Hi, group 2. I hope that you're doing well. How's life been treating you all? It's been a chaotic week, so if you all have been feeling very confused and jittery, it's going to work out. It's just energies playing themselves out. At least that's how I have connected with them. So the card that you picked is, that is just one character I play. My real name is changed. I get a very strong energy of like shadow work out here, as well as like people who can just instantly connect with light energies and transmute darkness. I also get that you are capable of detecting energy vampires, and this is a different kind of a message where you can actually heal energy vampires. So there's something really special about your purpose which kind of makes your ancestors come through, and this reading is going to happen with the help of the ancestors, because as an ancestral worker, they are my primary backup at all times. So your ancestors are coming in saying that in your lineage, it's one of the biggest gifts to be able to heal those that are entrenched in darkness. But the way that you're supposed to approach this is understanding that you will meet a lot of people who will demand a lot from you energetically, and you will have to consistently learn the art of maintaining boundaries. And that's what your ancestors are saying, that it is quite literally an art. And one of the biggest reasons that you cannot stop and just, let go of your dream, your vision, is because you have one of the most unique talents, one of the rarest gifts that has been passed on in your bloodline. You have some capacities, artistic skills, you have the wisdom, the knowledge to perceive the world in a way which is full of so much love and compassion that it's not possible for everybody to have that frequency. Not everybody can contain that frequency, be that forgiving, be that optimistic about mankind, believe that light can transform even the darkest of souls. So if people like you give up on this dream of a better, like, earth, a higher form of earth, if people like you give up, then it's just, it's like we'll be losing the spiritual battle, if you want to look at spirituality as a battle, although that's not how I've experienced it. It's more of a marathon where everybody is running for some form of a prize, but we're supposed to, it's not even a race, it's not even a marathon, it's not a game at all. It's just supposed to be a symphony and existence of everybody coming in together. And you are one of those rare individuals who actually understand that. And we cannot have you quitting, because we need you to remind us of this with your light, with your love, with your energy, with your optimism, with your all-encompassing love. Okay, all right. So I'm just going to take my basket here. Okay, so we have 3 centers colliding with each other. This is your heart, this is your throat, and it is your sacral, which are colliding with each other. That's a very interesting combination, because I've rarely seen the throat kind of float down to the lower sacral center, but it's quite not that rarely seen, but rarely seen in my marbles. So this is definitely about you voicing your unique opinions. This was very similar to group number 1, but where it becomes different from group number 1 is they were talking a lot about their creative ideas, what they believe in, expressing their personality, dressing the way they want to. But for you, I keep hearing your ancestors say that you are going to communicate something controversial. And this has got to do with your own life, because your own life is a little controversial. Your own personality or the decisions you might have taken in your life could have led to a lot of questioning. And the biggest example that I like to take when talking about controversial things is, when you see somebody who is a murderer and they have destroyed many lives, it's very controversial to look at them and say that they deserve mercy. It's a difficult thing. Many people can say that, but they don't really understand the meaning behind it. So the controversiality comes from people who genuinely understand the value of mercy for people who are, like I said, completely entrenched in darkness. But they are also saying, with your heart chakra, that what happens with such an energy and all-encompassing love energy is that the darkest people will look at you and will want your kindness, will want your respect, and you will feel drained, because the amount of darkness in them, it just, sucks out so much light from you that you might just feel like, I'm tired all the time. You might feel like you're foggy all the time. And you might have already been born into a family where you're very close to your mother, father, siblings, but they tend to overlook you. They tend to not understand you. They tend to hurt you, but you still continue to love them. And it's just, oh my God, I feel you so much, group number 2. This is like death doula, shaman, healer energy. And I feel like, I don't know how many of you have seen Agatha Forever. I don't remember the whole thing. But yeah, the thing going on with Rio, like who was death personified. I feel like you have a very close connection with death. You might have encountered death, and you might also have been around family members who are consistently like sick, dealing with body ailments. And now you see the mortality of life, and you've gained such a mastery over I would like to say 2D like nature of this 3-dimensional world. It's very 2-dimensional in the way that there's polarity, there's life, there's death, there's joy, there's sadness. And light workers, sometimes, they can master the energy of joy, but then they'll struggle with sadness. And those that are dealing with sadness, they will struggle to stay in joy, because it happens when you are dealing with sadness again and again, joy starts feeling so strange, so alien. So some people start fearing happiness itself. But for this group, you have this like extremely rare ability to live in both of these energies to their maximum capacity, to make the best out of both joy and sadness. So this is why you cannot quit, because we are counting on you to tell us how you go about living your life in such a holistic manner. We need you out there chasing your dream. We need inspiration from people like you. Okay, so before I take your tarot, I'm going to take another oracle card. Also, if any of you want to know what oracle cards I am using, please comment and I will let you know, because my description is usually already filled in with disclaimers and stuff, and I can't put the names of the oracle cards there. Let's look what we have here. We have who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing. Oh goodness me, I feel like this is such an enlightened form of energy. Like, you've seen it all. You might be like, I don't know, 13-year-old, in which case, hey, what's up? What are you doing on my channel? But you might be very young. And since you were very young, you could have had this old soul energy where people look at you and are like, this child is really mature. This kid is really mature. And you've just had this understanding about life, about... one second. You could have had to grow up faster than you wanted to. You could have had very difficult early childhood experiences, or you could have just always felt things much more deeper than your friends did or other children did, because you are very tuned into the idea of source, where this earth and we're just an aspect, a very small fraction of the creation, and creation is whole. Like, we are a part of this whole. We feel fragmented in different bodies. Number one, we feel that we are different human beings, but we're just one soul in different physical bodies. Just one single soul, not like different souls. We're actually just one soul in different bodies. And not just that, we are one soul in different human bodies, in different insects, in different animals, in different plant bodies. As a matter of fact, even in inanimate objects, it's just the one single source of energy. And you're very much connected to this idea that we all come from this one single place. Not we all, just all of everything comes from one single place. And we will return to it, and it will be a joyful, beautiful moment. I feel you have this amazing, beautiful connection, and the reason you simply cannot quit on your dreams is because I said this in group number 1, and I feel like you should go and listen to it, but I will say this again. Even if it's 30 people that listen to you, these 30 people really need you. They don't need anybody else. They need you, group 2. They don't need me. They don't need your mother. They don't need that popular celebrity who came out with the best movie of the year. They don't need that. They need you. And you can't stop believing in your dreams, because it is when you are on the path to your dream that you will come across people who truly need you. And this has been like a repeating message that not only am I connecting to with in this reading, but I've been connecting to in my own spiritual journey as well, because like I have periods of doubt about where I am, what I'm doing, like my videos on YouTube, if they like, I don't even know what I'm doing on YouTube at times, it just feels so awkward, and I feel that it makes sense. It would be so much easier to give up, but heck, we can't do what's easy. We just have to do what's tough for the sake of our dreams, for the sake of us. Presence of the ancestors. Thank you. I love the ancestors, because they have done so much for us, and they continue to do so much for us, and they are some of the most like easily overlooked spiritual entities that are around us. They really help us. Presence of the ancestors, the ancient ones, mother goddess, carrying children, and food, well-being. I'll try my best to keep all the cards kind of like straight-ish, but if I fail, you have to forgive me. So with the number 7 and number 3 and number 7 being repeated here, you have a connection with group number 1 for sure. You are very much connected to ancient mothers. These are like matriarchs who were the heads of the like kingdoms. It's not even clans or tribes, like whole kingdoms. And these matriarchs were their heads, like Cleopatra. She was the queen, but really she was the king. You know what I mean? Yes, you do. But I don't believe in the whole gender thing. But she was the monarch, and there was a large time in our society when it was the women, the mothers, who were the more fierce ones, who were more masculine, who were more powerful, who were more out there doing the really brutal stuff. And the masculine would look up to them, look up to that feminine energy, which was sassy, which was moody, which was full of attitude, by the way. And it was full of a lot of opinions as well, and people would look at that and cherish it and value it, which is coming in a roundabout way. And I love it because your ancestors just kind of gave me such a huge hug and a pat on the back that you're doing well. Thank you, ancestors of group 2. Thank you for making me feel special. Wow, that is super nice. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, a little emotional now. Anyway, so you've had that beautiful energy about you, queen, king, sassy, moody, like you go, you're like shining all the time. You're living your life. You're so amazingly tethered onto what it means to be earth, why we are here for the brief time that we are here, not to get lost in the spiritual meaning of it all so that we can enjoy the practical day-to-day things, but then not to get lost in the practical fears of, oh God, what if we don't have food? What if somebody kills our children? What if this? What if that? To not to get lost in it as well. I just want to say to you, group 2, you are it. You are it in a way that there's a lot of people out there who claim to know what's going on in the world, what's the right thing, oh, listen to this message and be motivated forever. But you don't need to be listening to these messages. You just need to be listening to your personality. I feel like your personality is kind of flawless. I feel like you've really mastered the whole idea of being on earth. And that's why we need you, because who else is going to tell us all of this? Who else is going to, be that fortunate, that's what I'm seeing, that I'm walking. Personally, for me, I'm walking, and I stumble upon you, and you finally say something to me, and I'm like, whoa, I've been waiting to hear this for years. Like, thank you for saying that. I really needed to hear that. So we need you out there. We need you to accidentally find us, find me, find other people who need you, and tell us stuff so that we can keep going as well. So you need to keep going so that the rest of us can keep going. I hope that makes sense. I know it's a little abstract, but I'm trying my best here. Okay, so what we're going to do now is take your tarot chi. Oh my God, I wonder why I said it like that. Maybe you have like gypsy roots. Yeah, you could have gypsy roots. That came in very strongly. I remember once that in my visions I was carried to the land of gypsies. It was like a heaven of gypsies. It was like the gypsies were always ruling. They are nomads. They don't have like a kingdom, but they're considered rulers of everything. Like, that was a beautiful kind of a dimension that I saw. You might be connected to that dimension as well. Oh, I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to take another one. Another card for our group number 2, ancestors of group number 2. Thank you so much for being with us here. Thank you for your assistance, your guidance, your love, and your advice. All right, so we have the 5 of Swords. Interesting. And then the 4 of Wands. This is once again coming forth as this like duality of energies. Let me see if these 2 cards are kind of looking a little bit aligned. Kind of are not, but I think we can carry on. Yeah. So first of all, I see you dealing with this energy of depression, anxiety, sadness, being stuck somewhere, but also being bullied by the so-called wisdom givers. I feel like you yourself have been bullied or felt suppressed by people who claim to know truth, reality, the right way of approaching this universe, etc. And you felt a clash with them. And I just keep hearing for you that come home to yourself, come home to yourself, come home to the oneness, come home to the idea that you always have known is true, that we are all one, that we all exist in love, and that's our truth. It's just that we forget this truth and start deviating from love into confusion, into doubt, into misery, then into heavier feelings like envy and comparison and the instinct to make somebody feel bad. Like, we keep deviating from that, from love, and that happens when we forget it. So come home again and again. And the wisdom givers, the light showers, quote unquote, out there, many of them are trying to say that they know it, they know the way, and they are just confusing people more and more. But you've always known the way. You've followed the light. Listen to your inner voice, always. The struggles that you choose for yourself they are going to be right. The trials, the obstacles that you choose will be right. Don't let anybody choose your difficulties for you. And that is the way in which you will access your true joy. So keep going, okay? Because the more you keep going, the more you will be grounded and centered onto your own path, your own vision. You will all have to forgive me for the absolute noise in the background. It's election day and there's a lot of traffic. Duh. See, this is what I've been dealing with. Anyway, it's okay. I'll go into the forest and meditate, so it becomes okay. Just forgive me for now. It's very ironic because I stay very close to the forest, like the main forest, and I stay very close to the road at the same time. So it's like my house is at the junction of the two. Yeah. Interesting. Duality. Okay, so we have the Sun card. Talk about it. I love it. And we have the King of Cups. I also hear from your ancestors that you cannot stop because your ancestors have been backing you up ever since you were like a little kid. And they have, it's not like you've made a soul contract with them. It's a big understanding between you and your ancestors that you will complete this life mission. I also hear from your ancestors that we shine our light through you. So if you stop, we stop, because it's like what they're showing me is that while you are shining, they are alive, right? And as soon as you are not shining, that is not believing in your dreams. By the way, shining equals to believing in your dreams. When you don't do that, they actually are just bones and, dead. You bring them to life. And that's what they are saying, that we live in the high dreams of our children, in the light dreams of our children. So we have ancestors of light and we have ancestors of dark. Ancestors of dark aren't bad or anything. They're not like negative and they want to harm you or something. It's just that they have this unfulfilled feeling that they couldn't complete something in their own life. And they do interfere in other people's lives to complete what they couldn't fulfill. So they have an inner feeling of not being complete. And that's what those ancestors can make you feel. But a complete respect to all the ancestors out there, because life is tough, and we, even as human beings, we know what it's like to feel incomplete, to feel what it's like to fail. And it's just that with them, the feeling becomes more permanent. So they're not able to see the light. I would ask this group to really, really pray for the ascension of all your ancestors. Any ancestors who are stuck upon this earth, who feel that they couldn't fulfill a purpose, to send light to them, to tell them that it's okay to ascend, that they actually completed everything that they were supposed to do here. Because in this life, God, spirit, light, love makes sure that whatever we are actually supposed to do, we do it before we, die, quote unquote. Death is just, misunderstood. That's why I'm saying quote unquote. But I know this group understands death. We cleared that in the beginning. So you need to send light onto them. But the ancient ancestors, the ones of the light, who are almost immortal, who are like godlike almost, these ancestors, they're saying that if you don't believe in your dream, then even you are nothing but a bag of bones. What gives you life is not just your heart pumping blood, but what keeps the heart pumping is that dream. Your life is your dream. Believe in that, And there's so much, like I see here with the King of Cups, like if you look at this beautiful owl here, I swear to God, the color changes every time I do this. Anyway, so you see the owl, they've got tattoos, they've got funky socks, and they've got a crown which is made out of like scrap paper, and their throne is what looks like a very old sofa. Yep, and it's torn here. So what they're saying is that your life and your victory, it might not look like the official victory on planet Earth. The official victory these days looks like popularity, like 10,000 different houses in all the continents spread across the globe, or 28 million followers or fans, and maybe that's not what your crown looks like. Maybe that's not what your throne looks like. But eventually, those people, who might have millions, billions even of fans, they will still look out for people like you, Group 2, for the light that you shine. And I remember one of my friends, she said that we are the leaders of the leaders. And she's the one who kind of activated me. She's an activator and very, very strong. I wonder if she's watching this reading. She's a very powerful soul, but she's never, put herself out there in public, like in a grand kind of a way where she's sought followers and a great following. She talks to like 3 or 4 people that she's called to, and she activates them. She's like working as this like hidden shaman. And that's the energy with you as well, that your light, it's so amazing and bright and beautiful and precious. You don't have to commercialize it in order to reach people. People will find it, because this is what people are looking for. That inner feeling, what are we looking for? There's something incomplete in us. It's we looking for light, and that light really is the strong connection to our purpose on earth, but also the strong connection to the truth that we are all one. And you have both. You are already very strongly connected to your dreams, right? You clicked on this reading for a reason. And looking at you, people can continue to remember what it's like to believe in a dream. And they can also continue to remember what it feels like to always be connected to the divinity, right? So hence, you can't stop. Go after your dreams. Yeah. You have a strong energy. You have a strong energy imprint. And your life will not look like the lives of those around you. But that's definitely not like a reason or a way to show you that you're failing. Like, that's what your ancestors are saying, that if you feel you're not doing as good as others, it's not because you're failing at something. Not at all. I'm going to take these last 2 cards. We have the Fool and we have the King of Swords. Guys, this is such beautiful energy. Wow. I want you to know, group number 2, that whether you believe it or not, I can sense energy. I am a little psychic and I am a little crazy, and grounding myself in that crazy and psychic visions of energy. Your energy is very rare. It's not easy to come by. I have given many readings. I have done a couple of healings here and there. I've met people even in person as a psychic and a medium. And this energy is rare. It's very solar and golden. It's very connected to the stars, the star system, light beings. You're actually communicating with Arcturians, Lyrans, with Syrians. And these are all ascended light beings, right, up there. And you might be new to this channel and wondering what's all this about. You might not be familiar with the concept of star beings, etc. But that doesn't take away from the light that you're carrying inside, which is rare, which is a unique blend of the highest form of energies in the multiverse. And you also have the sharpness of mind to do the right thing at the right time. You also have the guts and the courage that it takes to walk a lone path. And if you give up on such a unique mission, many of us will stop believing in our own unique path. Because looking at you know how there's that, but I have this one lady in the town who kind of rescues animals. We don't exactly know where she came from and when she came here, but when I say we, it's the city, it's not really a city, it's a small town. So the town people just know that all of a sudden she was here doing rescue work all on her own. She has children, but she doesn't have any other family. She just came here with her 2 children. And we just keep wondering, who is she and how is she doing all this work? Because she met with a lot of resistance, and she's just this, in the beginning she was like this oddball. That's how we look at her. When I say we, I mean town people. That's how everybody looked at her, that, oh my God, who is this awkward person just trying to, make a difference? You can't make a difference like this. And now she's an inspiration. Now she's the one everybody runs to, when it comes to, because we don't have a proper vet here. So as soon as there's like a trouble with their pets, as soon as there's something wrong, we go to her. And she's just, that's all she did. She followed her path all alone, worked silently, quietly. And then the universe, she is the miracle. I was about to say the universe performed miracles for her, but then everybody corrected me and said that she is the miracle. And then everybody saw the miracle she is. And she became this beacon of faith, of almost like this godlyhood, that's the symbol she took on. And it's going to be very, very similar for you. All you have to do is keep believing this and keep going. So that's the message that I have for you, group 2. I really hope that this was, able to help you out in some way. If you like the message, you could like the video and comment. That really helps my channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. That way I can connect with your energy and bring in more messages. And even if you cannot do any of this, that's okay. I love you so much. I send you a lot of gratitude for being here with me, and I hope that we get to connect again very soon. Until then, namaste, take care. Hi, group 3. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're hanging on, believing in your dream. This is what the reading's going to be all about, why you should believe in your dream. Well, you should believe in your dream, because what else is there to believe in? That's just like a message. Anyway, I'm also getting a lot of Venusian energy for this group. I'm getting the color pink for this group. Not because pink and Venus are supposed to be related, but I'm getting them separately. Pink and different shades of pink for this group. They're definitely standing out. Rose quartz, I can see my rose quartz here. Maybe you have a special connection with the rose spirit as well. Life's been tough for you is the first thing that I just want to say. This reading is backed up by the ancestors, by the way. Thank you, ancestors of group number 3, for joining us and giving us your advice and help in everything. They are recognizing some really, really difficult things that you've been through, which have challenged your imagination, which have, challenged your dream, challenged your will to continue dreaming, actually. But you've really maintained a very strong willpower, is what your ancestors want to say, and want to thank you, because they rely on you to kind of do a lot of clearing for the bloodline, the family, but more in a way where these are like your star ancestors, your star family, where they are seeing you clearing levels and levels of dark energy, in different dimensions, and not just on Earth, and not just like your human family, but for literally your galactic family. You're doing some kind of work, and this is why you can't be, you gotta stop your dream, because not only do you have the Earth people relying on you, but you've got other beings from the universe and different universes. I heard different universes relying on you. Keeping this here for a bit, what I'm going to do is to take your marbles. I've been kind of doing this for others as well, so there's a bit of a shakiness. Again, it's a creative thing that I feel like you're blocked creatively, and one of the biggest blockages here is coming from your sexuality and what it means to have a sexual identity, to want physical intimacy, but also to want pleasure out of having physical intimacy, to have desires related to your very physical body. I feel like this group is extremely full of ideas and creative things, but there have been physically painful things in your life because of which you had to run away into the world of ideas, and it's interesting that this says here, the infinite ocean of ideas we are all allowed to swim in, and that's the world that you ran away when certain physical things happened to you, which were very unpleasant and painful, is what I'm feeling. And the blockage is coming because every time you try to come into your physicality, you want to feel comfortable in your body, you want to give your body pleasure. So having sexuality as a center doesn't just mean physical intimacy or your libido as pleasure, but it means pleasures of senses, like good food, seeing good things, listening to good music. All the sensory pleasures also come in and start at your sacral chakra. So yeah, that's the blockage, where you've got to give yourself some physical good times to remember what it's like to be in the human body, because being in the human body is not supposed to be a consistently unpleasant experience. You're actually supposed to be in the body and be able to enjoy it. And I feel like that's what's made you feel a little bad about yourself of late. And that's why I think Venus was coming through as well, because Venus is all about sensory pleasures and the spiritual meaning of sensory pleasures. So there's a special yogini who is also coming forth for you. She's called the Pujayini Pada. I'll write it down on the screen for you. You might want to check her out as well. So wow, loads of messages for this group. I feel like this group's very star child. I just heard Willy Wonka, that you are like Willy Wonka in some way. You must you might have liked the character, you might have related to Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but you really like Willy Wonka. you might not know it, but you really like Willy Wonka is something that your ancestors are saying. And oh wow, that is so beautiful. They're saying that what would happen if Willy Wonka stopped chasing his dreams? There would never be the magical, amazing, very planet Earth, but at the same time, very fantastical chocolate factory that he created. It just would not have been there. So you're Willy Wonka. You are different from other people. And I'm just getting such a Welsh kind of like energy, like a lot of Leo energy, but also like England. You've got something to do with the UK and Scotland as well. I'm really sorry. I do not know the whole, like, isn't like the United Kingdom all of that? Yeah, it is. I'm so sorry. My geography is bad. Anyway, but I'm getting Welsh and I'm getting Scottish influences. I'm also getting a little bit of like Canada. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, let's go. Yeah, right. Also, if you guys want to know about the oracle cards that I'm using, comment and I will let you know. Okay, let's have a look at what this is. Ooh, I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in this oracle deck. It says, jumping is scary, staying frozen is scarier. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel like some of you, okay, I don't do predictions, but I'm tempted to predict certain things. Some of you could be wondering if you should date somebody, go on dates, have some like fun out, you know, indulge in your senses, in all kinds of senses actually. Eat good food, dress well, spend money, be a little careless when it comes to indulging in your pleasures. And this is a call for you to do it because, like the card says, jumping is scary, staying frozen is scarier. How it relates to your dreams is that your ancestors are coming in saying that when you keep your desires stuck, your basic physical desires, you keep them waiting, you keep them on a hold, your dream starts to stagnate because it's like, what do I even achieve if my dream is accomplished? We forget the joy of achieving our dream when we forget the simple joys of everyday lives. So we've got to fulfill everyday wishes for our body and our soul so that we can keep believing in the long-term wish, which is our dream. So you've got to like feed yourself every single day so that you can continue to believe in your dream in a way that it is long-term. Another big reason that your ancestors are saying that you should not stop believing and chasing that dream is because, okay, hear me out. I know this is crazy and you probably have heard it a lot of times, but they're still saying that you are supposed to be famous and popular. You're supposed to be in front of a large group of people performing or doing something for them. Even if it isn't like they're saying a large group of people at one time, like, you know, on a stage with thousands of eyes on you. Maybe it's not that, but it's more like, even if you're a therapist, you have the maximum number of clients in the city because you're so good at it. Everybody wants access to you. That way, you are going to be connected with a lot of people. So you cannot give up on your dream because you are going to acquire a lot of skills as you chase after your dream. And with these skills, you are going to be of great service to mankind. And I just heard that's the dream, like to be of service. That's the dream. I just heard that. And I'm sorry, I just, you know, I had to like, I have to breathe on the mic to clear the energies now and then. I get that instinct that I have to breathe away the energies. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. I'm going to take more oracles for you. The ancestors of group number 3, please help us understand what it is that group 3 needs to know in order to keep believing in that dream, to keep chasing that dream. Boom. Anything? This one. Oops, it's stuck. Alrighty, there we go. We've got, ooh, wow, fairy lovers, sensuality. What did I say to you? Am I not psychic? Question mark. Okay, having fun with this. I knew there would be number 3 energy here. Look at that, 48, 8 plus 4 is 12, which is 3, 1 plus 2, 3. And guess, look what we have here. We've got 12, mare. I got the energy of Agatha, the series, if you've seen the Agatha Forever, I don't know its full name, but I got the energy of that in the previous group and I'm getting it again for this group. Fairy lover, sensuality, go out, have fun, have some sexual fun, it's just a message. Healing the wounds of abandonment and loss of trust. So this is Rhiannon. She's like a Celtic lore lady. She turned herself into a horse because her husband didn't believe her about something, and she did go through a lot of physical discomfort as well. So that's coming through as well. And I also got like a lot of Jupiter energy for you in the beginning, but I was like, I don't know why I was resisting saying it, but we've got number 3s here. You are really, really very connected to the ascended masters as well. One reason you cannot stop your dream is because you actually hold some knowledge, some information that many of us do not have. We simply do not have it, and we can't access it because it is not in books, it is not on TV, nobody has talked about it on YouTube yet. It is with you inside your conscience, inside your spirit. It is in your subconscious mind, floating in the ether that you float in. It's there, and you're going to bring in some much needed, I hear, innovation, information, invention that you're going to bring in for all of us and actually help us kind of ascend. So the reason you cannot stop is because your dream is literally like a milestone in the journey of mankind. It's like the river. What they're showing me is like a river which keeps flowing, and all of a sudden the river sort of creates a pool, and there's supposed to be a pool there because that's where the human civilization will settle down, and you are the reason that the river is stopping and creating a pool. So I know this might not make a lot of sense because it's very abstract, but usually visions that I see are very abstract, and then I do my best to kind of make sense of them for you. But I think you understand when I say that you are the one kind of making sure that the river is turning into a pool, because it's like it's like a flow of energy, right? And everybody can access this energy of creativity, of your mind inspiration, but not everybody is able to channel it into something productive. We feel it, but we don't exactly know what to do with it. But you've been given the gifts, the knowledge, the wisdom, the eye to do something with it. And this is the reason you can't stop, because if you don't do it, who will? Question mark. We always have a divine purpose, and we need you to fulfill your divine purpose for a lot of other things to be happening on this world. You are indispensable. You are very important, and you might really struggle to feel that now and then, because it's a feeling that has to come from within us. And small reminders like this type of video can help, but in the long run, it has to be a deep-seated feeling within us that we are important, we matter, nobody can replace us. It has to come from within. And I think this is the reason why your ancestors want you to chase everyday joy, because that way you can remember what it's like to be joyful upon this planet and why it's worth it to go through the struggle. I feel like you go through the pain, you put the hard work, but you don't reward yourself enough. Like, even if you, like, let's say, make a lot of money, you will put that into further investments, into some kind of savings, or buying things huge, like expensive things for other people, but you wouldn't do the same for yourself. There's a guilt around giving pleasure to yourself, and it makes it difficult for you to believe in the dream, because you're like, well, what do I even get out of it? And your ancestors are coming in and saying that you are supposed to get something out of the dream. It is okay to look at your dream and be selfish and think that, what do I get out of it? It is completely valid and almost logical to be asking that question. Whoa, I love this. This message came in through like such a strong channeling. Like, I didn't have to look at the cards much. Like, of course I did, because they just, like, the energy of them kind of like just tells me what they're trying to say, especially like the fairy lover and mare. Like, I very much connect to the card of Rhiannon and the wounded divine feminine. I really connect with that a lot, because I've been through that wound myself. Anyway, so let's keep moving. Let's get tarot cards for this group. And what was I saying? I think I was saying, have I already said this? If you guys want to know what oracle cards I'm using, please mention it like in the comment section, and I'll comment it back, because usually my description is full of disclaimers and all sorts of things for YouTube. I'm not able to update the oracle cards there. Anyway, ancestors group number 3, please help me help group 3. They just said that group 3 doesn't need help, it just needs a reminder. I think you never kind of relate to feeling helpless, but you do relate to being friendless, is what your ancestors are saying. I just feel like this group is super connected, and your ancestors love you, and you love your ancestors, and you love spirit, and you love fairies, and unicorns, and like all kinds of like beautiful, amazing things. And you kind of forget the magic in the 3D. I had a very beautiful encounter very recently with a friend of mine, and she is a dragon. And she reminded me through a transmission what that magic is in the 3D. It's in the now. It's in these cards. It's in this card. It's on this table. It's on the video you're watching. It's in the video you're watching right now. And it's in the video you're watching right now, not just because, hey, I'm a psychic, a medium, I believe in magic. Hey, that's not the reason. Even if you were to watch something completely 3D, let's say, how to set up your desktop, a little technical, let's say, there's still magic in it. The magic is here already. We don't have to look for it. We just have to remember it. And she reminded me of that. And I just kind of feel like I have to pass this message on. I feel like, I don't know, you are one of my, like, I relate to you very much. I think this group might be mine. I do not know yet. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we also have the Knight of Cups. I just heard you've got a long way to go. You cannot stop believing right now. Right now is not the time to stop believing in it. One reason, it's not really a reason as much as an instruction coming from your ancestors. They do feel a little assertive, authoritative. They have a lot of authority in the ancestral realm, kind of, and they are kind of just giving you this instruction that you haven't put in the hard work that you're capable of putting in. I kind of see this group as people who have all of these interesting ideas, who have a lot of energy just running through their body. Look, maybe you do connect with light language, because completely not speaking earth tongue right now. Right now I just kind of want to go beep boop and to make all kinds of weird sounds. I do that now and then. But again, that's what they're saying, that you've put in a lot of like energetic work into it, but within the physical, the 3D, there's a lot that you haven't discovered about yourself, which you will only discover when you chase your dream. And in the process, yeah, there will be obstacles, and it's not that you will be failing, but you will find yourself, you will feel yourself failing, and then you will be sad, and then you rise up and
do something else all over, like not all over, but you'll restart from that checkpoint again. And it is through this process that you will discover how to bring in that magic, which you already know exists, which you've already accessed in the energetic realm through your brain, your super fast, crazy, lightning, like very ethereal imagination. You've accessed that magic in your mind. And it is when you struggle, fail, win, you do all of that. You know, not just win, struggle, fail, win, take a rest, celebrate, give yourself a pat on the back, then again, run, struggle, lose, then try again, then win. When you do all of that, that is when you will discover that why you can see all that magic in your mind and how exactly it is that you will go about bringing it upon the earth. So you cannot really stop chasing your dream, because that is how you're going to find yourself. I feel like this group also had that kind of like feeling where it's like, I don't know who I am, I don't fit in, where do I belong, where's my soul family, where have I come from, what's all this about? There's so much like childlike curiosity, very Jupiterian, like child of Jupiter is what I hear. You know, child of Jupiter, child of Venus is what I hear. Very beautiful energy actually. Wow, ooh, amazing energy. Oh wow, I just kind of like felt another wave of super high activity. Like I'm so active and full of energy, I want to do so much, but I feel lonely and sad. I want to do so much, but my feeling doesn't match my mental energy, you know, or I might feel really good, but mentally I'm foggy. And that's the thing. They want you to kind of start doing things in the physical, whether it's exercising, you know, it's spending a lot of money in you know, why I'm saying spending a lot of money, because many of you have kept things on hold, you know. I'll give life, oh my God, guys, I've completely, like, what's wrong? I'm like struggling for words. It's like I can't speak English. What's up with me? Okay, anyway. It's like many of you have kept things on hold. Giving an example from my own life, I kept like opening a YouTube channel, doing tarot on hold for like a century, what felt like a century, because I did not have good enough cards. And I did not have good cards for a very long time. You know, I did not have the money. I had the money, but I was like, I'm not going to spend it on tarot yet. And I was just waiting for a time when it would all feel perfect, when I would make that investment. After that, I struggled to make money out of tarot. And then I was like, oh my God, I cannot afford to spend money on my gear. Like, you know, my tripod stand or my table stand or my lighting. And for a long time, I didn't use a candle because I was like, it's such a waste of money to like light up wax. Can you believe that? I mean, and I feel like that's what you do. You give yourself these really interesting, funny reasons to not spend money. It's a very specific message. And I feel like it's because you understand that money isn't the true source of abundance. It's really us. It's our emotions with the Knife Cups. I know you get that. But there's a very strong indication here that for you, it's important to have luxurious, expensive physical experiences. And you might feel like, well, heck, where am I supposed to get the money for that? Your ancestors are saying that when you decide to find a way, money will come towards you. Let's say that you want money right now and you start a crowdfund. You know, you go out on a limb and like, you know what, I don't care. I'm just going to start a crowdfund. I'm going to tell people about my situation. And trust me, your ancestors are saying, trust us, you're going to get money for the crowdfund. Just, you have to really give in to what you desire. Because desire is a very physical 3D thing, you know. Dream is a little 5D, 4D. Desire is very physical, but you have to give in to that because it's through desire that dreams come in. Oh my God, I love the messages that this group is getting. You guys are like super connected and Jupiterian. You have a lot of like, I don't know if you're connected with Lord Ganesh, Sri Ganesh, but loads of energy. Thank you. Om Gणपतय Namaha. It's in the very beginning of my channel. Wow, amazing. And I just heard that it's with Jupiter that everything starts. It's with wisdom that everything starts. You know, kind of like, you know how we think that everything starts from love and etc. But they're saying love is wisdom, and it is with wisdom that everything starts. It's a specific message for you. We've got a repeating card. I think this was in group number 1. You might want to check out group number 1. It's the Queen of Wands. Oh my goodness, and with the moon, this is definitely my pile. I don't know if you've ever felt like you ever had a life on the moon, or there's life on the moon. I don't know if you felt that or recognize that, or you just are like a night child who just gets active during the night. There's also a message coming in for you that the reason you cannot stop is because you're going to teach people how to balance the energy of the sun with the energy of the moon. It's a specific message that I received in my life, and I feel that all of us within the third group are somehow connected. And there's literally a lifetime that you had on the moon. And why you cannot stop chasing your dream, and this is what I heard. The animals are counting on you. The moon, Mother Moon is counting on you. Grandma Moon is counting on you. The star mothers, the star fathers, the ascended masters are counting on you. They're counting on you to believe in the hard work, to believe in the grind, to believe in the hustle. It's going to, you know, there's loads of messages floating around, you know, don't do this, do that, or whatever. But for you, it's really important to be very, very dreamy in this life. Dreamy people are filled with Venusian energy. They want pleasure. They want good food, good life, good experiences, to travel, to see all kinds of sunlight. You know how sunlight in different places looks different. It's almost necessary for you to have these visual experiences, and energy inside your body, in your chakra system, in your spine gets activated. And I know this feels like, hey, like maybe you are here, somebody, again, no words, this just deal with it, guys. Yeah, so like you're here and you might be like, we're here looking for motivation, and all this girl is doing is saying abstract things like the moon believes in you. Like, what are we supposed to make out of that? I'm sorry, that's just the kind of messages that I get. And if I were to literally like translate the moon believes in you into something physical and 3D, what it would mean is that, oh God, 1 second. The craziness believes in you. Oh my God, you will be like, you're not helping, Janika. Okay, do you know how some people are like walking that thin line between crazy and genius? It's like, if that crazy works out, it will be genius. Like Nikola Tesla. And I see him as a really amazing ascended master. He was kind of crazy all his life. And it was when when others started seeing results coming out of his craziness, that they were like, oh, he's not crazy, he's actually a genius. That's why he's, you know, different. And that's the thing. When I say the moon believes in you, that craziness believes in you. That craziness believes that if it passes through your mind, through your physical body, if you put that craziness into work, something genius will come out of it. That human beings will look at it and be like, this is genius. And animals are counting on you because animals have that energy. They've got a lot of crazy energy. It's just that it does not translate into like a human thing. For instance, let's say if rabbits could invent random things. They couldn't talk. Imagine if rabbits could not talk, they could not like they are the way they are. They don't talk, they don't sing, they don't do anything. They're just still rabbits. But all of a sudden, they start inventing stuff. Human beings will be like, oh my God, rabbits are so genius. Human beings need something that can serve them to look at another person and say, you are a genius. If you're helping them, you are a genius. If you're not helping them, you're crazy. Do you get it? Yeah, I think you get it. But when I say human beings, not all of them. You know, we're changing. We're bringing in light energy. We're bringing in a new earth. So that's why you cannot stop it, because the craziness believes in you. It is like we don't all get blessed with the crazy worm, the crazy insect, but you've been blessed with it, the crazy beetle. I see a strange beetle inside of you, which is kind of crazy. Strength card, strength, number 8. I knew you guys are Saturn babies. I'm a Saturn baby. And lovers. And there's somebody out there, if you've been like, oh my god, I don't know if this relationship is right, if this person is right, I think this person can be very valuable for you. I don't make predictions, but for this group I will. So yeah, I think this person is really valuable to you because recently in my life I came across a person and I was like, hey, I'm not gonna, I was like, I'm very closed off to the idea of love, romance, relationships for personal reasons. But this person really made me believe that I have a chance of having some form of a relationship with them. They were very patient with me, and yeah, they're my partner now. And honestly, I've never felt so supported in my life ever before this. I've cried 10,000 times before them, and we've known each other for such a short span. And I just feel like whoever you are meeting is going to have a similar effect on you, where they're going to help you tune into your body, help you have great experiences, keep your body comfortable, keep it warm when it's cold outside, keep it cool when it's warm outside, give yourself good nutrition. I think you really need a true friend, even if it doesn't have to be. That's why I say it's a partner. It's not really just like a romantic thing. It's a friend before anything else. So for others, just to conclude, why you cannot stop this is because you are like I said, a child of the universe, and it is through your dream, through the struggle that comes with dreaming high dreams, that you will discover who you really are on the inside. There's a whole gold mine inside of you, and I feel that this group doesn't believe in themselves. And trust me, and again, I'm getting examples from my own life, and I haven't done that in the last two groups as much, but for you I am. And when I was doing tarot, and I had this big moment where I was like, am I even supposed to be looking at cards and doing this? Like, it doesn't make any sense. And I connected with a shaman whom I really trust in, and she told me that I am supposed to do tarot, not just for the sake of others, but for my own sake, that I would have adventures, that I would have self-discoveries with the help of doing tarot. So even if I'm failing, I push myself to do this because it is true. Ever since I've started tarot, I've had adventures, I've had opportunities in my life to see things that I think many people have not seen yet. And it's the same for you. If you don't chase your dream, the magic, even inside your head, which is there, it is through chasing your dream that you will be able to see it happening in physical reality. It will happen. You will see fairies, you will see orbs, you will have out-of-body experiences. You're going to have a lot of crazy things going on for you. I promise. So that's what I have for you, group number 3. I really hope that you liked it. It was able to help you out. And if you did, please do like the video, comment. It really helps my channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. That way I can bring in more messages for you. Even if you cannot do any of this, I love you very much. I send you loads of gratitude for being with me here in this reading. And I hope we get to connect again soon. Until then, namaste. Take care. Hi, group number 4. Welcome aboard. And I just heard that we've always been aboard. What are you talking about? Maybe you guys have been watching my channel for a bit, or you have already just been spiritually lit for a long time now. Many, many lifetimes, I hear. We've got no decisions, just grooving. It's a beautiful card. I kind of feel a connection with group number 1 as well as group number 3, but you could have a connection with all the groups. That's what I feel. And yeah, let me keep this here for a bit. And take some marbles for you. I've been doing that today. Whoa! First group that marbles ran out. First things, it's like you're getting a lot of, I see this galaxy being connected with you. This looks like an entire galaxy. This isn't just a star system. This is a galaxy which is connected with you. There's a lot of blue beings in this galaxy, like blue avians, blue titans. Everybody is kind of blue there in this galaxy. It's very, very beautiful. I just have to say that if you don't feel human, maybe you're not human, maybe you're from that place. And they're giving you a lot of interesting creative ideas that, hey, maybe you should open this workshop. Hey, maybe you should open this resort. Or hey, maybe you should open this cafe. You should start this. Do something very hands-on, very like businessy, practical. I always have that group which is like entrepreneur and creative and spiritual. Like they've got that trifecta. And I feel that's who you are. And the biggest reason that you cannot stop this is I kind of heard that you are going to be the source of income for many others. Also, I got that you're going to help bring in the messages of the stars onto the earth. Sorry, the messages are a little abstract. That's how they kind of work for me. There's also what's potentially blocking your inspiration, the motivation to keep going after your dream is not seeing an immediate connection between yourself and your dream. I feel like this group feels that, oh, this is something that I'm doing for the rest of the world, and it really doesn't have a direct relationship with me. There's like a distance between you and your dreams. Like, I just keep hearing, take this personally, take this dream personally. The ancestors, and this reading is really backed up by ancestors who are my strongest suit as a pagan. Anyway, your ancestors are coming in saying that the reason you cannot stop chasing your dreams, you shouldn't, and you just can't stop chasing your dream, is because you're genuinely, sincerely very attached to this dream. It's not just like everybody's supposed to have a dream, so I have this dream. It's a dream that you've carried with yourself like a child. It has grown up with you. It's been your best friend. It's been your infant, and it's been your guardian at the same time. This dream is like, it's got that soulmate energy, like your dream's your soulmate. It's really amazing. And the reason you cannot give up on it is because this dream depends on you to come to life. You've got to give it your energy. You are truly blessed and lucky to have this strong connection with your dream. And
it might be overwhelming to take everything personally, but if you are being very true to yourself, you don't even need to watch this video, or don't even need like a channel or a reminder that you've got to go after your dream, because you already understand its value. You already understand the significance of dreaming high, of having your own creative independence and identity, to leave that imprint. And this is why you can't stop this dream. I'm going to like leave the marbles, the ones that have been flung outside of the basket there, because I continue, every time I look at the marbles, I see that beautiful galaxy that you're connected to. It's amazing. You've got some really interesting, amazing ideas. I would be selfish and say that the reason that you cannot stop chasing your dream is because if you stop, we will miss out on some of the most wonderful creations that can only come out of your mind. Let me take another card. Actually, I'll take a couple oracles. And I also just heard that you bring us all together. You are the calm in the storm. You are the source of comfort. If you don't bring us together, who will? That's what I keep hearing. Okay, I leave you to interpret that. Right, so we've got another card right here. I took all of that. Oh my goodness, that's such a beautiful card. And it's interesting because I've not seen this card before. I'm not a fractured being. I'm multifaceted. What was I saying about bringing things together? There's something about you bringing people together. Also kind of like, look, if you identify as a healer, you are going to put together the souls of people. Souls in the sense that we leave our fragments behind. I'll give you a very clear example that your ancestors are asking me to take right now. Right now I'm doing this reading for you, and right in the beginning I said that I need that energy myself, didn't I? Like to believe in the dream and to remember why I need to keep dreaming and chasing that. And I believe, group number 4, you are that energy that is needed. You are the reminder that everybody's expecting out of this video. I feel like having a conversation in you, many others get activated into their purpose. You can activate them. You can open people up to their dreams. You are a really huge source of, I would like to say, solar energy. It's like you're giving energy, nutrition to people with your words, with your personal ambition towards your own life, towards your own vision. I get a very like Lyran, however you pronounce it. Personally, I pronounce it as Lyran, but you've got that magnitude to you, like you have seen kings, you've seen pharaohs, you've seen kingdoms upon this earth build and crumble, and you've seen it happen in circles and over, you've seen it happen, and you understand that truth and light and love and compassion are the only thing that do prevail, that do matter, that and you can identify people who have purity in their hearts. And why do we need you to, like, it's almost like I want to tell you that even if you, let's say, don't chase your dreams, quote unquote, right, you will be just fine. It's not like you will be completely miserable or whatever. But I just want to say that already you've done so much for humanity. You've done so much for the planet. You've done so much for many other planets as well, that it's really time to tune in to your own desire. And this was something that came up in group 3. Maybe you want to check that out. But it's time that you start doing things that personally serve you. This is such an amazing group. I have so much respect for you already, for your energy. You're very learned, very aware of what's going on the planet. You're very practical as well. The best thing about you is you're very practical. You actually want to get results upon this planet. You just don't want to talk about it. You don't want to just, make a big hue and cry or show or, just put it into magical words. You want results. You want, in this very lifetime, you want to see the people on earth having a better life experience. And nobody has that kind of like a personal intention to see ascension happen on earth. We all, somewhere or the other, want to experience a great life and have a happy life. And from one day to the other, we kind of forget to think about the larger good of mankind, of planet Earth. But you don't do that. And a soul like yours, if you don't chase that dream, we will stop having compassion, and maturity and discipline and vision, and we'll forget what it's actually like to work for the larger good, to work for the future, to get out of the immediate mindset of what do I get out of it right now. Just such a strong presence, and I respect you so much, like really. Wow, I'm out of out of words, because I genuinely feel that there's something just so tremendously out of this world about you, like almost as if you're not supposed to be a human being, like you're an angel or a dragon, or you've just come here to spread goodness and light, and there's really not just one purpose, but it's to unite us, to remind us, to keep us alive almost. It's like you're helping us stay alive in a way. And if you stop believing in yourself, if you stop believing in your dream, nobody will be there to keep the fire lit, to keep the human beings believing in the greater good. I don't know if this is making sense. I really hope it is. We have 13, coupling of earth and sky, unlimited possibilities. Okay, and we have 24, banishing of snakes, loss and replenishment of hope. So the story about the banishing of snakes is that there were excessive snakes upon the earth once upon a time, and people mustered magic and etc. and banished them. And once the snakes were gone, a lot of wisdom and information and intelligent inventions were gone as well, and the power to invent was gone as well. And that is exactly, I think, they're capturing the essence of what I want to say to you, that if you don't chase your dream, group number 4, many of us will stop dreaming. I don't know how, but your energy is very much linked with the energy of all other human beings upon the planet. If you stop believing in your dream, we start losing hope. Maybe you are a person who stays in your family and everybody is having a good day if you are having a good day. But if you're in a bad mood, almost everybody around you is like, oh, why is group 4 in a bad mood? We don't feel so good. Like if you are happy, everybody is somehow happy. You find a way to keep everybody happy. And if you're not happy, everybody is in low spirits. Maybe you're the person who's the life of the party. You are literally the life of the party. I think with all that mumbling, that's the main thing that I was trying to say. That you cannot stop being who you are, who you are is a dream, a believer. You are the dream yourself, and you cannot stop being that or chasing that, because if you stop, the party stops. All of us stop. It is your joy, it is your innocence, your purity, your skippiness, your attitude towards life, which is an example. You are the everyday miracle that we need to see and encounter. Anyway, so I'm going to keep going. I also wanted to say that if anybody wants to know which oracle cards I'm using, please feel free to comment, and I will make sure that I leave a reply. Okay, ancestors of group number 4, can we please have some messages that you'd like to tell them? We have the Tower, and we have the 6 of Pentacles. I hope these are a little bit aligned with each other. The first thing that I want to tell you with these 2 cards here is that you might not realize it and you might ignore it, but you've helped a lot of people. It is through giving them money, through sharing a hug with them. I think you're the person who goes into a room and you see if somebody's having a bad time, you give them a hug. You've helped people right at the brink when they've lost hope, where they've lost their spark, where they're like, we cannot go on anymore. I have a strong feeling that you might have helped people who have been in deep depression, just struggling to go from one day to the next, struggling to stay alive. You have been that person. If you stop believing in your dream, you lose that zest. And we need you, because if you don't motivate us, I don't think anybody else can. That's just what I have to say. With the 6 of Pentacles is a card where Spirit says that you should offer kindness, compassion, and assistance to the others around you. And out here, energy is kind of already communicating that you've already done that. If you don't believe in the dream, the angels will have nobody to work their magic with. The goodness that wants to manifest itself in this world, it will no longer have people through which it can manifest itself. You are the stroke of luck. You are that kindness that people are looking for. This is an everyday thing, group number 4. You are beauty, how everyday beauty is what encourages us to live more. Many of us have simple dreams like, oh, we want to visit this city because it's so beautiful, and one day we'll have enough money and we'll go to that country and visit it. And
literally what your ancestors are saying is that you are the beauty of the universe. It is to meet people like you. It is to have conversations with people like you that many others are living and dreaming that a beautiful miracle will come about. And that's it. You are it. You are that miracle. So as long as you are believing in that dream, there's a chance that many will come across you and you will give them this hope. You will give them that, you will shake their hand, you will hug them, you will give them that dose of inspiration that they need. And if you don't believe in your dream, your ancestors are afraid that your own light will start to shrivel, and they cannot see that happening, because for centuries you have been the light that has supported so much in the universe, so much of goodness, so much of kindness in the universe. Such a beautiful message. I'm really glad that you're here with us, group number 4, and I'd really like for you to just I don't know if you feel up to it, but if you do leave us a comment. Let us know that you're here. Just all you have to say is pile 4 and leave a heart. It just be good to know that you're here. We've got the 2 of Cups. Yeah, that's what they're saying, that you're the best friend that people are searching for. You are that partnership, that collaboration, that maybe you lend somebody money and nobody else would have done that. Only you could have done that. And you could do that because you believed in your own dream. As long as you believe in your own dream, you can help others believe in their dreams. It's a selfish thing to ask of you because life could have been really hard for you. But the universe needs you. The world needs you. They need your spark. We need you to shine on, because as you shine your light, many of us will find our way. Again, whatever I see is often very metaphorical. It is often a vision that it can take an hour for me to process in human terms. But that's just how I see that you are here at the very center, and you're like the powerhouse. And from you, there's these wires that go and they power other small little powerhouses. So you're like the powerhouse of the powerhouses. Imagine if this light goes out, everything sort of goes out. So please believe that the universe is counting on you, on your kindness, your compassion, your passion. Just be passionate and love yourself. The High Priestess. I told you you guys are doing something extraordinary. Subconsciously, on the outside, you might just be a everyday, I don't know, you're just a 9-to-5 job person. But when you go to sleep, when you meditate, you immediately are sending out this love frequency, healing people, healing their hearts. Yeah, this is really beautiful. Another reason you are being asked to not stop chasing your dream is because many people in your family have, during the course of helping others out, etc., they have forgotten their own dream, they have forgotten their own vision, and the universe doesn't want that pattern, that cycle to be repeated again. So there's a big message here saying that that cycle, you will break it. And if you stop believing in your dream, that cycle of giving up, it continues. But if you do this, you will be this example of why one should go on even when things are looking hard. I know again and again, it's got this sense of you're doing it for others, but they do want you to get a personal kick out of it. I would like to say go to group 3. It's more comprehensive in how to take pleasure out of your own dreams, but they definitely want you to, and I just got this with the 6 of Wands that I saw for you here, and it's saw for you here because 6 of Wands is a card of celebration. And the biggest need for you to do now is to look back at everything you have achieved, because you have achieved a lot, not just in the 3D, but in spiritual and fantastical realms, but also a lot in the physical realm, where you have been a support, a guiding light. You have been that sister, that brother, that guardian that many people have needed, and to celebrate that. Because if you don't celebrate yourself, the dream dies out, You've got to keep on chasing this energy, because there will be a time when the entire universe will pour onto your cup. They're saying this, just keep going a little bit more, and we're going to fill your house with treasures. So this is a bit of a, I would like to say, what's it called? Bribe? Yeah, it's a bit of a bribe that the universe is giving you. The keep going. There's wealth, great gifts, powers to unlock, people to meet, love and friendships
You just have to believe in your dream a little more for all these miracles to come true in your life. And you deserve for this to happen. You have been a miracle for other people. And now the universe wants to perform miracles onto you. Yeah, and I'm just going to take one last card to end this for you. Whoops. I'm a little bit out of energy. By the time I've reached you group number 4, I've been doing it as 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like, I usually jumble up the groups, but this time I just went 1, 2, 3 in the sequence. Anyway, I wonder why I'm sharing this with you. I feel like I can share my problems with you. I feel like as long as you are happy, you are positive, I'll have a source to rely on. I feel like a very special connection with you personally. And we have the 10 of Wands. The biggest reason they're saying that you need to believe in this dream is because it's now time for you to focus on yourself. To not focus on helping a friend, helping this, helping that, helping Earth, helping humanity, helping your mother, helping your father, helping your brother. It's no longer time for that. It is time for you to be selfish. And your true selfishness lies in chasing your dream, without thinking of the consequences, without thinking, if I chase this dream, they will get affected, this person will be sad, that person will be offended, without thinking of any of this. You're supposed to let go of all that consideration that you've been carrying for centuries and centuries, and just think about yourself. Once you liberate yourself, just by looking at you, many will liberate themselves. If you're wondering that I cannot do this, I've got my family to take care of, I cannot chase that dream, I've got to act more responsibly, I've got so many people relying on me. Your ancestors are saying that as long as you choose yourself, everybody you want to help will be helped. You just have to choose yourself in order for that to happen. And that's the miracle that they want to gift you. Just choose love for yourself, and the love that you want to give everybody will naturally, automatically reach them. Such a profound, beautiful, lovely message. And I feel you really, really deserve this. I honor you, respect you, love you so much. And yeah, do let me know how you resonated with this. Comment your experience. Any which way, yeah, if you could like the video, comment. It does help my channel. If you're new, consider subscribing. That way I can connect with you again, bring more messages for you. Even if you cannot do any of this, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for your presence here. And I really do hope that I get to channel more messages for you. And until next time, namaste. Take care.